With Thanksgiving fast approaching, testing ramping up more than ever all across the country. This is a look, a long line that was wrapping around Dodger Stadium. This was just a few hours ago, and at this overwhelmed testing site in Massachusetts, as cases, we know, George, continue to climb.
They sure do. More than 73,000 Americans are currently hospitalized with COVID. That's a new record. Admissions are on the rise in 49 states and Puerto Rico. The number of American lives lost to COVID-19 now approaching the 250,000 mark. All this has led at least 11 states to tighten restrictions since Sunday.
But George, there's so much hope resting on those new vaccines. Dr. Rick Bright, a member of the Biden-Harris COVID-19 task force and top vaccine expert, is standing by to talk to us live. But first, Eva Pilgrim starts us off in New Jersey with the very latest. Good morning, Eva.
Good morning, Michael. Return to restrictions. We are seeing it all across the country. Behind me, you can see this long line of people waiting to get a COVID test. Here in New Jersey, starting today, most indoor gatherings will be limited to 10 people. Mayors and governors are finding themselves having to make tough decisions as COVID cases are once again rising.
This morning, alarming COVID numbers all across the country. 1 million Americans diagnosed with COVID-19 just this week. That's about 100 Americans diagnosed every minute. In Philadelphia, where cases are rising, the city starting sweeping restrictions Friday, closing indoor dining, gyms, and putting an end to youth sports through the end of the year.
It means no indoor parties, group meals, football watching groups, no visiting between households, no indoor weddings, funerals, baby showers.
California also seeing a surge. Starting Tuesday, 94% of the state will fall under its strictest tier of restrictions.
This is simply the fastest increase California has seen since the beginning of this pandemic.
In Michigan, rapid spread, almost 13,000 new COVID-19 cases in one day. Dr. Dave Burkhardt, a resident at Spectrum Health in Grand Rapids, Michigan, has been treating COVID patients since March and was recently diagnosed himself.
I got a package delivered to my door, and I remember going and picking up the package, and I was like, wow, I feel like I just ran a marathon, and I walked 10 steps.
In Utah, ICUs are nearing capacity. Frontline workers from New York, once the epicenter of the virus, are now heading there to help.
I think us coming in has really shown the Intermountain nurses, we are here to support you. We have your back just like you had ours.
But for some medical workers, the strain just too much. One nurse in El Paso sharing why she resigned last week, saying she wishes people had taken precautions more seriously.
It's kind of a slap in the face when you call us heroes in the spring, and then in the fall, here we are working our butts off, and it doesn't seem like it's helping. People are dying.
But hope is on the horizon, promising vaccine news. Positive preliminary results from Moderna and Pfizer. If both qualify for emergency use authorization, 20 million Americans could start getting the vaccines as soon as December. Lindy Washburn is one of the volunteers in the Moderna trial, but doesn't know if she got the vaccine or a placebo.
Just being in the middle of it and witnessing this, it feels historic.
Both vaccines require 2 doses and use genetic instructions that tell the body to produce a protein that triggers it to create antibodies that fight the virus. As for side effects, participants for both report mild or moderate side effects typical with vaccines: sore arm, fever, fatigue, and aching joints for a day or two.
And this initial round of vaccines will mainly be for healthcare worker, essential employees, and those people who are high risk. The vaccines will likely be more widely available in March or April. George.
Okay, Eva, thanks.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.